The first light is only just beginning to reach the window, thin and pale, the way it always comes before the world remembers to be loud, before the phone lights up, before the day asks anything of us. In this quiet hour, in this soft gray minute that belongs to no one yet, we come to you, Divine. We come before the coffee, before the news, before the list of everything that must be done. We come while the house is still and the breathing around us is slow. And we say gently into the hush of the morning, here I am. Here we are. Sacred presence, meet us in this beginning. There is a courage that has nothing to do with being unafraid. It is the courage of simply rising, of putting one foot on the cold floor when everything in us wants to stay beneath the covers a little longer. And that is the courage we ask for this morning. Not the kind that roars, but the kind that quietly gets up and faces the day anyway. So we pause here, together, you and I, at the threshold of a new morning. We let our shoulders drop. We let the jaw unclench. We let the night with all its worrying loosen its grip just for a moment. And we open our hands and we open our hearts, and we turn toward the light that has been waiting for us all along. Great light of the morning, you are already here. You were here before we woke. You held the world through the dark hours while we slept, and you did not once look away. And now, as the sky begins to warm at its edges, we lift our tired eyes toward you and we whisper the oldest, simplest prayer there is. Be with me today. Walk with us today. Do not let us face this alone. Whatever this morning has already stirred in you, the dread of a hard conversation, the ache of a body that did not rest well, the low hum of a fear you cannot quite name, bring it here. You do not have to hide it, not from the source of all things, who knows the shape of every heart before a single word is spoken. Let us begin. Creator of every sunrise, I confess to you the truth of how I woke. Some mornings I wake already behind, already anxious, already bracing for a weight I have not yet lifted. My first thought is not gratitude, it is worry. My first breath is not peace, it is a sigh. And I am tired of pretending otherwise. So I bring you the real me, the unpolished me, the one who is a little afraid of this day. I lay it down before you now. I lay down the fear of not being enough, not strong enough, not ready enough, not brave enough for what today will ask of me. I have carried that fear so long I mistook it for my own name. This morning I set it at your feet. I lay down the exhaustion, the kind sleep does not fix, the weariness that lives beneath the muscles, in the mind, in the spirit, the tiredness of holding everything together for so long. I cannot carry it and rise at the same time. So I release it into your keeping. I lay down the dread of what waits for me out there, the unanswered message, the deadline, the person I do not want to face, the uncertainty I have been carrying like a stone in my chest. Sacred presence, I give it over. I cannot do today and worry about today all at once. And to whoever is listening, wherever you are, whatever you woke up carrying this morning, lay it down here too. The bill you don't know how to pay, the diagnosis you're still absorbing, the grief that met you before your eyes were even open, the role you have to walk into today, feeling nothing like the person everyone expects you to be. Set it down, not because it doesn't matter. It matters deeply, but because you were never meant to carry it alone, and certainly not before breakfast. We surrender it all to you, higher power, not because we have given up, but because we are finally ready to be helped. Take the tightness in our chest and make room there for breath. Take the racing of our thoughts and slow them to the rhythm of this quiet hour. Take the trembling in our hands and steady them with the assurance that we do not walk into this day undefended. You go before us. You go beside us. You gather up behind us the pieces we drop along the way. Holy Spirit of all things, we hand you the morning, and now with lighter hands we ask, fill us with strength this morning, divine. Not the strength that pretends nothing hurts, but the deep strength that can feel the fear and move forward anyway. The strength that lives in the spine and not just the fists. Pour it into us the way morning light pours slowly into a room, not all at once, but steadily, warmly, filling every corner until the shadows have nowhere left to hide. Grant me courage today, real courage, the courage to begin before I feel ready, because I have learned that readiness rarely comes first. It comes as we walk. Give me the courage to take the first small step and then the next, trusting that you will meet me in the doing and not only in the deciding. Great Source, I think of the mornings ahead of me, the tasks that feel too large, the mountain of a day that I must somehow climb 1 hour at a time. And I ask you not to shrink the mountain, but to strengthen the one who climbs it. Make my legs sure. Make my heart brave. Make my mind clear enough to see the next foothold, and humble enough to rest when I need to. There is a person listening right now who has a hard thing to do today. You know exactly who you are. Maybe it's the interview you've prepared for and still feel unworthy of. Maybe it's walking back into a workplace that has worn you thin. Maybe it's simply facing a house that feels too empty, or too full, or too quiet since everything changed. Whatever your mountain is this morning, let this prayer be for you divine. Strengthen the ones who must be brave today. Steady the parent who is exhausted before the children even wake, who will pour out love all day from a cup that feels close to empty. Fill that cup. Fill it again and again. Let them find somewhere in the middle of the ordinary chaos an unexpected reserve of patience and tenderness they did not know they still had. Steady the one who is starting over, the one who is beginning again at an age when the world says they should already have arrived. The new job, the new city, the new life after the ending, they didn't choose. Give them the courage of the beginner, that holy, humble willingness to be new at something, to stumble, to learn, to grow. Steady the one who is afraid of their own body this morning, the one waiting on results, the one managing pain with a smile so no one worries, the one who woke wondering how much strength they have left. Sacred presence, be near to them in a way they can actually feel. Let them sense that they are held, that they are seen, that they are loved beyond measure exactly as they are. Steady the one carrying a grief that mourning makes sharper, because grief has a cruelty to it. For 1 merciful second upon waking you forget, and then you remember and the loss lands all over again. Great Light, be gentle with that heart today. Give it just enough strength for this one day. Not the whole road ahead, just today, just the next few hours. Let us not borrow tomorrow's troubles this morning. Teach us the discipline of the single day, the single hour, the single breath. Enough strength for now is enough. We do not need to feel strong for the whole week. We only need to be given what this morning requires, and then to trust that morning will come again with fresh supply. Fill me with a quiet confidence, Creator, that does not depend on everything going right. Let my peace be rooted in you, not in my circumstances, because circumstances shift like weather, but you are the ground beneath the weather. When the day surprises me, when the plan falls apart, when the news is not what I hoped, let there be a stillness at my center that the chaos cannot reach. Let me carry courage the way I carry my own breath, quietly, constantly, without needing to prove it to anyone. Let me be brave in the small and unseen ways, the kind word when I'd rather be sharp, the honest answer when a lie would be easier, the decision to keep going when quitting would be simpler. These are the courages no one applauds, and they are the ones that build a life. Great Source of all courage, remind me that I have done hard things before, that I have survived every single day that once terrified me, that the version of me from months ago, from years ago, would be astonished at what I have already carried and overcome. If I made it through those days, I can be given what I need for this one too. My history is proof of your faithfulness. My scars are evidence that I heal. So walk with me into whatever waits. When I sit down to the difficult work, be the steadiness in my hands. When I speak the hard truth, be the calm in my voice. When I face the person I fear, let me see them too as someone the divine loves, flawed and struggling and human just as I am. Soften my fear into compassion where you can. Sharpen it into wisdom where I need it. And when the courage runs low, as it will, because we are human and the human heart tires, let me not be ashamed to come back here, to this quiet, to this hour, to you. Let this morning prayer be a well I can return to whenever the day drains me dry. There is no limit on how many times I may ask for strength. You do not grow weary of giving, Grant us, Holy Presence, the courage to ask for help when we need it. That may be the bravest thing of all, to admit we cannot do it alone. Loosen our pride, soften our stubbornness, send us the people who can carry a corner of our load, and give us the humility to let them. And where there is no one, be the one yourself. Be the friend at the empty table. Be the hand on the shoulder no one else is there to give. Let me be in turn a source of courage for someone else today. When I meet another weary soul, the tired cashier, the anxious stranger, the friend who is holding it together by a thread, let me have something to give. A patient word, a moment of real attention, a kindness that costs me nothing and might mean everything to them. Turn my own struggle into tenderness toward the struggling. Let nothing I have suffered be wasted. Divine, I want to walk into this day not braced against it, but open to it. Not white-knuckled, but soft-handed. Help me to expect goodness even in a hard day. The small mercies, the unexpected grace, the beauty that hides in ordinary hours. The way the light falls across the floor, the taste of something warm. A message from someone who was thinking of me, a moment of laughter I didn't see coming. Train my eyes to notice these gifts, because they are everywhere and they are yours. Give me courage, too, to be gentle with myself when I fall short. I will not do this day perfectly. I will lose my patience, forget my resolve, react instead of respond. And when I do, let me not spiral into self-condemnation. Let me instead return again and again to grace. Tomorrow's morning will come with its own new beginning. There is always a way back to you. Fill our hearts, great light, with a hope that has teeth. Not a flimsy wish that things might get better, but a rooted, weathered hope, the kind that has been tested and held. Let us hope not because the day is easy, but because you are good. Let us hope not because we can see the outcome, but because we trust the one who holds it. Sacred presence, make us brave enough to keep showing up. That is so much of what courage really is. The daily decision to keep showing up for our lives, for the people we love, for the work that matters, even when no one would blame us for staying down. Give us the strength to rise and to rise again, and to keep rising for as many mornings as we are given. And in the quiet spaces of this day, when the rush pauses and we catch our breath, let us remember this hour. Let us remember that we did not begin alone. Let a thread of this morning's peace run through every hour that follows, so that even in the busiest part of the afternoon, even in the hardest moment of the day, some deep part of us stays anchored to the calm we found here. We ask all of this not because we have earned it, but because you are generous. Because you give strength to the weary and courage to the fearful, not as a reward but as a gift. And we receive it now with open and grateful hands. For this we give you thanks, Divine. Thank you for the morning itself, for the plain miracle of another day. It is easy to forget how astonishing it is, that we woke, that we breathe, that we are here to try again. Not everyone was given this morning. We hold it now as the gift it is, and we do not take it lightly. Thank you for the strength we have already been given, the strength we so often overlook. For every hard season we have already survived, for every time we thought we could not go on, and yet the next morning came and we did. Thank you for carrying us through the nights we barely remember. We were held even when we did not feel it. Thank you, source of all good things, for the people who make our courage possible, the ones who believe in us when we cannot believe in ourselves, the voice that says you can do this, the quiet ones who pray for us without ever telling us, the love that has kept us standing. We are not self-made. We are held up by grace and by one another, and this morning we remember it with gratitude. Thank you for going ahead of us into this day. We do not walk into the unknown alone. You are already there in the hour we have not yet reached, in the conversation we have not yet had, in the outcome we cannot yet see. Whatever waits for us today, you are already in it, already working, already good, and so we can release our grip on the future, because it is in far better hands than ours. We trust you with today. We trust you with the parts we can control and the far greater parts we cannot. We trust that the strength we asked for will meet us exactly when we need it. Not a moment too early, not a moment too late, but right on time, the way morning always arrives. We may not feel brave yet, and that's all right. Courage often comes not before the step, but in the taking of it. So we will step. and we will trust that you will be there. We believe this prayer is heard, not lost in the ceiling, not scattered on the wind, but received, gathered up by the source who bends close to listen to even the smallest, most trembling voice. You heard us this morning. You are already answering, and even the answers we do not understand, we will trust are shaped by love. So we rise now, Holy Spirit of all things, lighter than we lay down. We rise with the fear still present perhaps, but no longer in charge. We rise with the burdens named and shared. We rise with a strength that is not entirely our own, and a courage borrowed from the one who never runs out. Whatever this day holds, we will not meet it empty-handed. We carry you with us. Go with us now into the morning. May the strength you have poured into us this hour hold firm through every hour to come. May courage rise in us, not as noise, but as a quiet, unshakable certainty that we are not walking alone. May we meet the hard things with steady hands and soft hearts, and may we be surprised again and again by grace. May the weary find rest even in the middle of their labor. May the fearful find a peace deeper than their fear. May the ones starting over find that beginnings are holy and that you delight in every fresh start. And may all of us, wherever this morning finds us, remember that we are loved beyond our understanding, held beyond our knowing, and never ever alone. Great light, keep us. Sacred presence, guide us. Source of all courage, carry us through this day and gently home again. We rise, we breathe, we begin, and so it is.